Mile High. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Like 44.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Captain. Joe. Away.
To throw is Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harvey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Bombers. Captain. Joe.
Nix to the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is... to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Rodgers going to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Here's Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Joe. Oh, my son. Ready. Away.
Now it's Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
Away. Bombers. Ready. Captain. Joe.
Here's Nix once more. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harvey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Captain.
They're going. It's Nix. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Steelers
To throw is Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
258. 630. Back to one. Hey, 626. 258.
Now Rodgers. He'll try and do this himself. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got some room to operate. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Broncos nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, it's Chuck Clark picking it off. He's on his way.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
319.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenneth Gainwell. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Escapes the defender. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
The 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Captain. Ready. My name is Hunt.
Throwing Nix. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ready. My name. Olay.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, my son. Ready. My name is Hunt.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Bombers.
Nix looking to throw again. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 15.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now they send a running back in motion right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Captain.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force him?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
58, 150. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Put it down.
Now it's Rodgers. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Inside. Back north.
Throwing is Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
43-yard line.
2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot before break. Nix. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Rodgers going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Alex Singleton. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Nix to the air. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, 27 yards. And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Final minute now of the third quarter. From the 31, Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 69 yards. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, Motion, motion.
Now it's Nix. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 10.
Captain. Oh, my son. Olay. Ready. Olay. Bombers.
To throw. Here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
It's 3rd and 15.
Captain. Olay. Bombers. Joe. Captain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Bombers. Joe. Captain.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Straight ahead, it's gain 1. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A handoff for Warren. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll run again. But he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. come up. 1st and 10 here.
On my set. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Chill, chill, chill. Captain, 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 captain.
Here's Nix. That'll be complete to Harvey. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
To throw is Nix. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys are struggling to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Olay, olay, olay. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Chill, chill, chill.
Throwing Nix. Finding Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Here's Nix once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Steelers will